Hi there, everybody, and welcome to Peppertown. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you're all fantastic. Now, I'm still getting over a little bit of a cold here, and also I've been working a crazy ton at my regular 9 to 5 job, which is usually 6 a.m. to like 10 p.m. So, yeah, it's been crazy, crazy, crazy. I haven't been able to upload as many videos as I wanted to. I just have not had time. And unfortunately, it's already almost halfway through the month. Actually, it's kind of the beginning of the month, but we're going to pretend. And I just won't have time to do everything I wanted to do this year with you guys. And I am so very, very sorry. However, I am still going to do a couple of builds. This is one of them. And the other one is just going to be like the little Lakeport area and city center, kind of building it, not really making a build, but just kind of building it up. I'm going to do those with you, and that's basically all I'm going to be doing, and then show what the finished look of my village is this year. Next year, however, I promise we'll get through everything. We'll get through this setting up everything from start to finish, the electrics, lighting, all that good stuff that I am unable to get done this year. So again, I do apologize. Now, before we jump into this project, I do want to let you all know that I have made a story. I have a little children's book that I had written, and then I went above and beyond and turned it into a little video. That is the video that is just released a couple of days ago. If you want to go over and watch that, let me know what you think. Like, share, and comment. That would be fantastic. It is a cute little story of Peppertown on how it began and where it is now, as if it was a real life place. And I don't know about you all, I would love to live there. It is completely fictional. However, there are a few parts in there that are completely true, like when the ski hill got demolished. I used it as a rock slide, but in reality, something fell off a shelf and crushed my ski hill in real life. So it's true, but fiction. And then a couple other little bits and pieces in there. Now, there are a few things that you'll find in that video that are not going to be in my village this year. So one is Kimmy's Camp. That is a next year's build. Same with the Jasmine's Drive-In Theater. It's not going to be part as this one. And probably Zorro's Zoomies. I'm going to try to get it in, but I don't know if I'm going to. But there is going to be this. Now, it is Tumbleweed Hot Springs. There are no names in the video of what they are, but that's what it is. So the hot springs are Tumbleweed Hot Springs, and this is what we are going to work on this week. Now, what I've done so far is I've taken a platform that I got from Michael's a few years ago, from when they were throwing their set away. I grabbed it, and I grabbed a Department 56 mountain base that is ruined on the bottom. It doesn't stand up on its own, so it is now hot glued to that, and some tin foil. That's all I've done is just tin foil, put it around to make it look a little bit more realistic, little organic, kind of rocky area. Now, the hot springs here are not like ones that you see at like campgrounds and stuff where they build it all up and make it look smooth and fancy. This is going to be 100%. They just found it and they're using it. They just added a few little things and moved some rocks out of the way so you can step over things. It's still going to have bushes and trees and all that goodness to make it look 100% organic and authentic. The stairs look square, but they are going to actually have like planks, like almost like they cut pieces out of like wood to make it so you could step up and over. So that's where we are at. Nothing is stuck down. I am going to have some lights kind of going around here to give it a little bit of lighting so you can see it at nighttime and a little bit of ambience. Now, I have a question for you all. If anybody knows where you can find any of those tiny little steam bubblers, that would be fantastic if you leave that in the comments on this video, and hopefully I can find one before we do any of the resin work. So these are going to be resin pools. Once I get the plaster cast on there, it's totally fine. I can still drill through that to put the puffer in there. But right now, I just don't know what I'm going to do. But we are going to plaster this, and then hopefully in the next video when we do some painting and stuff, I'll have answers on where I can find a bubbler If not, we'll go to step 2, or I guess option 2, which will just be using like that fluffy stuff that you can use on trees and stuff, and just use that as a look of steam. So I'm gonna set my camera up and we are going to get to plastering. I'll be right back, guys. Okay, everybody. So I did not realize that my phone was not recording. So I was busy doing this and apparently talking to myself for like 45 minutes. Yeah, so this is the first layer. I have a little bit left to do. So basically it's just taking a strip of this material, which is like a cast material, plastic cast with plaster of Paris. I'm just kind of dipping it in and putting it on. So it's kind of like so, and then smoothing it out. That's basically all I did. That's all it is. And my cat is like, who are you talking to again, Mom? But yeah, so that's what I've been doing for the last 45 minutes. So I'm gonna go away and spend 10 more minutes and do this, and then I'll be back with the second layer already on and everything. So again, I apologize that no one got to see that. Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.